and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
What is going on, Canes fam? I am Matty Ice. He is Caniacs. And this is Canes Calling Live. Caniacs, how you doing tonight, man?
I am doing great. I'm excited. I'm so glad to be back. I'm sorry for the hiatus, guys.
Back again.
Sorry for the hiatus, but let me go ahead and explain it to you real quick because I'm going to let everybody know. I'm getting a divorce. I had to find a place to live. It's all good. It's mutual. We're happy about it. So that's what's been going on. That's why we haven't been doing a show, and I do apologize, but we are here. We are live. We are ready.
Oh, yes. So there's been a lot of stuff that's happened since we last did one of these, man.
So much to do, so much to talk about. I really want to get some of these people's opinions on here. There's been a lot going on, man, the last couple weeks, bro.
Yeah, a lot. We got a new AD. We got a new head coach.
By the way, you need to put elite in front of those.
Yeah. By the way, I love your background.
You like
Very
that?
fitting. Let the people see that.
Let the people see that.
Oh yeah, Mario.
I had to represent, man.
Yeah. So I don't know about you. I'm just like more like pumped to even do this now.
I am too. I really missed it. I really did. Mm-hmm. But we're here. We're live. Let's go.
Yeah, I love. Time to get Shamar and Little. I think didn't Earl Little already sign with Alabama?
I did not see that.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I don't know. But yeah, I'm down with Shamar and Little Jr. But, or did he put his did Little put his thing off till February? I might have to do some research because I really don't know.
I thought he signed already. I don't know about that.
I don't know.
But yeah. Anyways, so we're gonna talk a lot recruiting, obviously. We're gonna talk about the new. Yeah,
he did.
New AD.
I just read it.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
The new AD, new head coach. Obviously, we're gonna talk about that. Touch on that a little bit. I wanted to talk about some Canes hoops because they're actually playing pretty well. And yeah, and then, I mean, what else? Is that about it?
Well, we'll start off with that.
Yeah, well, bear with us, too. We kind of just decided we're like a couple hours before. We're like, let's just fuck it. Let's do it.
I haven't talked Canes in a while, man. I'm itching for it.
I know. It's been, and like, honestly, it's been so long that I'm like, what did we even last talk about? So much has changed that I'm just like, we got to talk about like everything, right?
Right. Well, I know we haven't touched on the Cristobal hiring, the Dan Radakovich hiring, the 22 to the U guys that, that class, man, just the Mario Cristobal effect is just unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal.
I wanted to talk about the AD hire though first.
Go ahead.
Obviously get Dan Radakovich from Clemson. Someone who he actually started his career at Miami, I believe, but I forgot his title, but he worked at Cal State Long Beach where I went to school. Super random. Yeah. So I saw that he was there for a while too. For like 5 years.
Right. He was also at Georgia Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't he at LSU when Saban was there? If I'm not mistaken, he was at LSU when Saban was there. And of course, we all know he's been at Clemson, and we all know what's happened to Clemson the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And
Well,
not just their football team either, by the way, not just their football team.
Yeah, it's 2 national championships in football. I think that their men's soccer team just won
the title. Yeah.
just won the
Mhm.
title too. But something interesting that I saw during the 2017-2018 academic year, Clemson was the first school to reach the college football playoff, advance to the Sweet 16 in men's basketball, and host a baseball regional.
Mhm.
So those are the big 3 sports. So, obviously, he's put in work, and, it's paid dividends for Clemson.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see what he can do at Miami. He's a Miami guy. So, I have high hopes for this. I don't know about you. And I'm interested in particular to see how this affects basketball. If I think, they're having I don't want to say a bounce back season, but they're playing better than I think people thought. So we have to see how the rest of the season goes, though, because
Right.
basketball is a long, long season. But I'm just interested how this changes all sports, not even just football, too. It's going to be interesting, to say the least.
The baseball. Of course, we had to keep the head coach now for this year, but I'm waiting to see what happens this season, and if it goes anything like the football season, will they be making a change there as well? Because last year they underperformed, and if they underperform again this year, then that's a problem.
Yeah, absolutely. But let's talk about the big hire. Dude, we got freaking Mario, man. Did you think this was going to did you think this was going to happen? Before the news came that they were meeting, they were talking and stuff. Did you think that there was a good chance this happened?
I didn't actually know. I was hoping that there was a good chance. I mean, because there was a lot of smoke going on, and then there was all this smoke going here, smoke going there. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't really go, "What's up, Sigmund?" So I was hopeful because, I mean, bro, it's been a long time, man, since we've had anybody back the U. And I hope you guys have all listened to the Orange Bowl Boys podcast they dropped this morning with the interview with Rudy Fernandez. Man, that just tells you a lot of the insight. A lot of that stuff was just BS smoke going around. He told them guys, they asked him a bunch of tough questions. A lot of questions he probably didn't even really have to answer, but he did. And I personally got a lot of insight of what's going on now behind the scenes. President Frank is all about the business, and he wants to make sure. What's up, number one, Kane? And he wants to make sure that our student athletes get the highest of everything: best coach, best facilities, best this, best
support
that
they can get. I think too, the thing that stuck out the most to me, like the most quotable moment, was like, maybe not most quotable, but I just thought it was interesting, was when Rudy had said, Julio Frank, he knows what he knows and he knows what he doesn't know.
Right.
And, he put someone like Rudy, who, is just like one of us, lifelong fan, knows what needs to be done. And, just hearing him talk, like, just the passion for the, the program, the school and stuff. It was, a lot of fans didn't think that was in the administration, right?
Right.
So it was really good to hear. And I think it's promising.
Really good to hear that a Canes football fanatic is that high up in the food chain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, he was talking about, he came over from Cuba. He went to go to the games with his mom and dad. They would sit at the Orange Bowl. It would be raining. His mom and dad would still sit there with him. You know what I'm saying? Just listening to all that. And then he's Julio Frank's right-hand man. Julio Frank don't know much about sports. I'm sure he knows soccer because he's from Mexico. I'm sure he knows about soccer, but not about American football as much. So he picked 2 guys that are passionate about the program, passionate about the brand. And I think that we shook the whole college football landscape when we hired Mario and Dan. We put everybody on notice. We're tired of BSing around. We're not going to be just like, hey, we're Miami. We're going to live off the U now. They're going to start putting money and hang with the big boys, because that's what we got to do. If we want to hang with Alabama and Ohio State and Oklahoma and all them big guys, we got to, we got to put it up there. And Coach Rick started it with the IPF. I mean, he put $1 million of his own money.
Yeah.
Oh, and this reminds me. Sorry, I'm going to jump off track here.
We have so much to talk about. It's okay. It's gonna happen.
I know, but did you see what Mario Cristobal is doing with his money?
No, which
I read a
No.
report that there was a report came out that after they gave all this money to buy out Manny, to buy out Mario, all these buyouts, right? All this money going out, and yet they're cutting the salaries of the faculty back. So Mario, now I haven't been able to fact check it or not, but I read the fact that he is trying to work a deal where he can have some of his money go toward the faculty.
Wow.
Now, come on, man. Is that not, you know what I'm saying? That's huge, man. That's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's big time.
Because they were trying to throw that in the national media as a whole stink this and a stink that, but
yeah,
man, you can't back that up, man.
Oregon fans were just crying, man. I just remember seeing all the Twitter spaces. I remember when they were all like, "Oh no, dude, Mario's not going to leave. This was his dream job. Nike money,
money. Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, snatch that ass right out of Nike.
He told Phil Knight to kiss his ass. Sorry.
Yeah, kick your Nikes, buddy. Kick your Nikes.
Yeah, but anyways, I thought, yeah, it was. I don't know,
Too fun.
But yeah, it was funny. But anyways, I just wanted to talk. Man, the Mario effect is real in recruiting already. I mean, how did you think that we were going to have this much of an impact this, soon?
Well, the guys that we were like Wesley, you and I kind of already knew he was going to sign with Miami. Yeah. But
you're welcome, by the way. Fans
exactly.
are the ones that recruit, right? Yeah, me and Caniacs were all over that one.
It's
obviously
right.
Joking, but we were the reason he came.
No, not at all. No, I'm not saying that at all. I just know that we talked to his mother a lot. Yeah, don't be putting that out there. We're like, them guys. Yeah, you know how Twitter is. I'm
just making fun of the fact that apparently fans are the reason recruits go to different places. But anyways,
I don't believe that. But
whoever said that's full of shit.
Anyways, but the Shamar, what was that today? The Jaleel Skinner. That was the one that really surprised me. Because he was
surprised me too.
Yeah, he was all about leaving. He wasn't coming. And then, but man, Mario in his suit does his press conference, hauls that straight down to the school.
I know. Goes to the practice.
You gotta love that, man. You gotta love that. I
love that, man. I was genuinely surprised. I didn't see it coming. I wasn't paying attention to when the announcement was. I just figured it was going to be Alabama. The thing that I thought was interesting, I think it was Andrew Ivins had posted that, the family was super impressed with Mario when they visited. But Stephen Field got a lot of credit as well. But that was the whole reason why, Mario and I forget which coaches exactly went to the IMG practice, but I think it was like almost all of them,
Yeah, I think he packed up a whole van full and went.
Yeah, and honestly too, like the thing I want to talk about, and this kind of transitions to another guy that picked Miami that maybe wouldn't have without the coaching change, Nigel Kelly, obviously. They're not coming if Mario isn't the head coach. If Manny is still the head coach, Nigel openly said that he wasn't feeling Manny Diaz and that he wasn't, part of that vibe. And his family openly said as well, if Oregon was in Florida, I would go to Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, Nigel Kelly didn't commit to Miami. He obviously committed to Miami, the school. He committed to Mario Cristobal. That is why this is such a big deal. Recruiting just changed like overnight.
Right. And I don't feel we're done yet.
No, we're not done.
I don't feel we're done yet. There's been a lot of commits. I can't say a lot of them. There's been a few big commits that were going to Oregon already that has either, backed off and are going to wait till February or have made or have, what do you call it? Extended their
they pushed it back.
They pushed it back, their commit date. So it's good news. I mean, whether they go to Miami or what, I mean, it's still a good effect that he has that on these recruits that they're thinking about, oh, yo, man, I need to look at Miami now.
Yeah. One, it's marquee guys too.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Coleman, the wide receiver, top 50 guy. who had crystal balls to like FSU and some other places, but now some FSU insiders have him going to Miami, and honestly, I think he's going to end up at Miami.
I hope so.
Cyrus Moss from Bishop Gorman, the same school where Brevin Jordan and Bubba went to. Obviously, I saw Bubba on Twitter actually trying to recruit him towards
I saw that.
Miami.
Yeah.
So he actually he's in a unique position because he already signed his letter of intent, or believe he will by tomorrow. Wait, or did he do it by today? Do it today? But basically, he's going to be announcing at one of the All-American games. He was someone who he cut his USC visit short to come to Miami to come check out the hype. He was here for only a day that Sunday because I think that the dead period started on Monday, so he couldn't, stay even if he wanted to any longer. But these are big name guys, you know what I mean? And even I'm sure, Shamar too is like looking. I don't think Shamar like ends up in this class. If he does, man, dude, I'm naming my first kid Mario or something. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like literally, you know what? I'm buying season tickets and I live in California. I'll do that. Fuck it. I'm going to fly in every game, man. Every home game. I'll do it.
Sigmund, that's what we were just talking about. We're not 100% sure, but it's good.
On it.
Yeah, it's good what's going on right now, to be honest.
I think he goes to Texas A&M, but I think we're second. But I think he chooses Texas A&M.
Texas A&M is loading up on them defensive ends, boy. Oh my God.
Well, I know he's a DT, but they got Bear, right?
but I mean, there's going to have to be transfers. Somebody's going to have to be transferring out because there's just too many. You know what I mean?
But I mean, get that money. That's what it is. It's like Texas, man, paying $50K to get some big boys, man.
Did you see?
They're paying them by the pound, man. $50K, shit.
There was somebody I don't remember who it was, but hopefully you guys can help me. But he tweeted out that this used to be behind the back doors, all this money going around.
Yeah.
Now it's right out in front of everybody to see.
Yeah, right in your face.
Right, it's right.
Yeah, because they got some dudes, man, at an offensive line. But anyways, yeah, it's NIL is going to change everything. It's crazy. The one thing I did want to bring up though. It was announced we got a transfer today from USC, defensive end. It's a very German last name, so I'm going to try to pronounce it right. Jake.
If we butcher it, sorry.
Lichtenstein.
Could be close. That's close.
Yeah. So obviously, we do our podcast, Brick City Boys, college basketball podcast. So if you're into college basketball, check that out. But the reason why I'm talking about that is I have a connect at USC who works for 247 Sports, so similar to what Andrew Ivins and more comparable to David Lake now does. And he also works for Peristyle too. It's like a podcast for USC. And so I talked to him about what can we expect from Jake. I think Miami sees him as someone that has a possibility to start right out of the gate, but this is word on word like what he told me. I just want to say it like exactly of what he said. He said, good length, really transformed his body over the pandemic. His mom was a competitive bodybuilder. He said all around a really great guy. He said good head of lettuce because of his hair. He has some crazy hair. He worked into the DL rotation and was getting heavy snaps, like 30 to 40 a game as a reserve at the end of 2018, but had an injury that cost him all of 2019, opted out of 2020, and then back in at the end of the year, but never played. And then he played like 600 snaps this season. And then I asked him, I was like, I know Miami picked him up because they want him to play inside and outside, kind of a hybrid role. I was like, how well do you think he plays against the run? He said he's solid. He holds the point of attack on blocks with his strength, but he can lose his leverage sometimes because of his height. So I'd say he's good, but not great against the run. So he gave me a pretty good breakdown on him.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so excited to have him. I think he's going to be a rotation piece, a key one at that. So I'm excited. We're building something, man. And there's other there's other guys. Like as I was like doing a little bit of research for this show, there was other names that were coming up. Obviously, Marcus Banks has been a name that we've heard. The cornerback from Bama. He was the number 13 corner in the country a few years back. That's a name that's kind of been thrown out. But also the receiver Frank Ladson from Clemson. That kind of came out today. I can't remember who reported it. He was someone that was a top 50 player in 2019, Miami native, 6'3", 205. Definitely will add some depth. Do you think, I mean, we already have like a pretty crowded receiver room. The thing I wanted to ask you is, do you see maybe like a guy or two transferring out? I know we've already lost a couple guys, but do you think there's anyone else that you could see leaving?
Well, the guys that we lost, like Pope, he's already landed another place. Good luck, my man. Somebody else that already left landed another spot. Good luck. I mean,
Wiggins and then
yeah,
and also
Pope.
Jeremiah Payton too.
Right, Jeremiah Payton. Now, here's the thing. You can't preach about competition and not have competition. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We're back in the 80s when Ed Reed, I mean, we've heard them all say that before. You didn't want to come out of the game because you knew the guy behind you was going to take your spot. You're never going to get to play again. Cristobal lived that. He lived it. You know what I'm saying? He knows it. Manny could talk about it, but he never lived it. He might have seen it, but he never lived it. Cristobal lived it. So he knows how to actually interpret that to these guys. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, some people are probably going to transfer, but it's probably not going to be till after the spring game, because then, you know, that's when they start setting the lineup and everything. They're getting ready for the fall. But yeah, I mean, they're going to have to. I mean,
yeah.
But
I mean, it's going to happen too.
This year's going to be weird. I mean, what's the NCAA going to do about the extra? You know, that you got the 5th-year guys. Yeah. I mean, it's just. I guess we got to wait and see if they're going to let extra players stay this year or what. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm sure there's going to be some people transferring.
Yeah, no, I'm sure as well.
Hopefully, we're going to have some linebackers transferring.
Well, some of them already did.
Man,
yeah, Jennings is out. I forgot where he went. He went. Where did he go? I don't even know.
Okay.
And
I don't mean that in a bad way.
Yeah, no, it's just like, well, you decided to leave, so like, you know what I mean? Like,
but I mean, now in our chat, OBB chat, they posted a thing about the Miami roster, top 100 this, top 300 player this, 247 top this. Every position pretty much on our roster is a top 300 player, except for what position?
Linebacker.
We have no top 100
except for now.
Well,
Wesley Saint.
This was before we had this commitment class, but I mean, technically he's not on the roster yet. He signed, but we don't have any elite linebackers. We don't have any top playing linebackers. Wesley's going to change. Wesley's going to change that. He's going to change that.
I think he's gonna start right off the bat.
Right, and I hope that Mario's going to go into the transfer portal, because there's a couple linebackers in the transfer portal that would be really nice to have. But we'll see. We'll see how this all plays out by the time spring comes.
Sigmund is asking about Jared Verse. He's the defensive end from Albany, I think. So I know that there's a lot of programs talking to him right now. I think last time I had heard we like Mario had just reached out. I think with all the hype that's building, you have to think that we have, you know, somewhat of a chance. I'm not sure how much of that. I think this is still in the initial stages. So I can't really speak to, you know, how good of a chance, but I think we're definitely in it. So
I think we are going to be in the running for every recruit now. They're going to have to look at Miami now.
No, the dude
or even the transfer portal.
Yeah,
or even in the portal. I mean, we're not just going to be the overlooked guys anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. And well, this is it's the whole snowball effect.
Oh yeah,
you get Jaleel Skinner, you get Nigel Kelly, 2 top 100 guys. We didn't have a single top 100 guy. You know, you remember when people were so worried about losing this class, this like 7-8 people, you know, that were in this class. And then you look, obviously we lost 2 guys. the Justin Medlock and Landon Ibieta, but you gain Nigel Kelly, Jaden Harris, and Jaleel Skinner. I think everyone would take that trade-off, but people were genuinely like worried about this class like falling apart if Manny left at a certain point. But now, like, that's completely changed.
Right. I wouldn't be surprised if Ibieta saw what we had, saw what was going on. And well, I mean, he's from Louisiana, man. And once Louisiana Tech gave him that offer, that was all he wanted.
Yeah. Well, I think no matter what, he was someone that he was very loyal. I remember when LSU said they wanted to work him out, he was like, no, I'm committed to Miami. I think if Miami would have reached out, I think that there was a good possibility that he stuck. But obviously I think the LSU offer like would have, put a wrinkle in things anyways. But I think Mario is looking at, other guys that he can kind of get, if that makes sense. Not to say, Landon Ibieta is not good enough. I think that he just has different targets, that he's going after.
I agree with that.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I see Ibieta. I mean, granted, he was a 3-star or whatever, but he should have been a 4-star. I mean, he's a good kid, catches the ball, runs great routes. I mean, it wouldn't have been I can't
definitely
say.
Definitely underranked.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. He would have been good on this roster, I think. But, good luck at LSU. There's always a transfer portal when you're ready.
By the way, that reminds me, I saw someone on Twitter had posted after a certain linebacker decommitted from us. He basically said, I forgot I don't want to, I'm not going to say who it was because I don't know the exact tweet. And so I don't want to put them on blast, but basically said like, oh, like who cares? We already have enough slow linebackers. And it was like, damn, son.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, you got to be excited as a Miami Hurricane fan, just with everything that's happened, the prospects of what can still happen. We're looking good, man. And we had
good.
I think we had a great signing day, like all with everything that's happened and everything, and early signing day. Tell you who didn't though.
Yeah, let's talk about that one.
Travis Hunter, man, left FSU on red. No, not even left him on red. Fucking threw the phone when they dude, threw the hat. Threw the fucking hat and was like, nah.
Well, hold on, but you know what? Let's do a little something right here, right?
Let me tell you something too. He wasn't just 100% locked in. He wasn't just 1,000% locked in. He was 1,000,000% locked in. Obviously,
was it a million?
I don't know. It seemed like
Let's see what these boys got to say right here.
I want to hear this.
Nate, give us the latest on Travis Hunter. Do you think he sticks with Florida State or is he going to Georgia?
I think Georgia has a chance to flip him, but that chance to flip him is -1 million.
My man, he threw the Georgia hat too.
So let's see that. Hold on, let's see that part here. Let's see. Here we go. Let's watch this.
Too. I'm gonna say that for later. But I like this one. It fit me well, but I don't know why.
Where's the next one? Where's the next one? He threw that. Oh my god, dude. It's so funny. Honestly,
hell yeah.
It was so hilarious just hearing all the
Oh, that's just too funny, man.
That's hilarious.
Too funny. Too funny.
Did you see all the Twitter spaces that day?
Oh, not only that, they were already about firing Mike Novell. They're already talking about firing him. They want to what else?
Okay. Did you see the fucked up shit that they said about Deion Sanders too?
Did you see the dude who posted about, oh, you were my boy, and he had his jersey all in a nice frame and burnt that damn thing? What an idiot. I mean, come on. And now they're like, no, we don't ban Deion from the FSU campus. Don't ever let him come back on here again. Man, get the hell out of here with that shit. That's just too funny. And I love to see it. And then they give Mike Norvell a 1-year extension. He did too. He did through that hat, didn't he? First thing that was right off the bat. I loved it.
I don't understand it, man. They got some weird shit going on over there,
Yeah,
man.
they do.
Yeah.
Too funny. By the way,
God.
we got a link. If you guys would like to jump on the show, you don't have to have video. If you just want to come on the show, you want to tell us how you feel about the program right now, how you feel where we're going, any recruit you want to talk about that we landed already or that you think we're going to land, come on, join us. We got time. I did not see them actually burn it. I just saw that they were planning on burning one. You know what I'm saying? It was in
like a
funny.
pile of
it was
what
in
do
the
you call
pile,
it?
Yeah,
that
shit was great. One and one K. That was great. Man, that
fucking
was so
clowns,
good.
dude.
Exactly. Oh man, I love it. So we're gonna jump around after we done dogged FSU because we love doing that. There's one thing I want to talk about, and I'm gonna ask your opinion. And everybody else out here, I want to hear your opinion too. It's been going around Twitter lately. You know, it's big fights back. Well, I wouldn't say big fights, but a big discussion going back and forth on Twitter is the on-campus stadium. The Ruiz family. The Ruiz family, they got money. I understand. And they're talking about they want to move a high school to another location and this and that and build. Oh, well, we don't know about it. Here's the thing. I know we have 11 years left on Hard Rock's, what you call it. You know what I'm saying? On our lease. But there's nothing wrong with Hard Rock Stadium. We do not need, in my personal opinion, and I've been to the Orange Bowl more than once, just so you know. We don't need an on-campus stadium. I don't believe so. My personal opinion, I don't believe we need it.
Here's what I disagree with. People saying that if we have an on-campus stadium, not talking about how the team's performing, the attendance problems go away. There's only, I think the attendance at Miami is like 11,000. The school I went to, Long Beach State, was around like 30, 40,000. Penn State, like when you look at Penn State, like I don't know why I looked at Penn State just for frame of reference. Probably just
because your boy went there.
Always filled. No, he didn't. Penn State?
Yeah.
He went to Purdue.
They have a new DC.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Fucking, I was like, what are you talking about, my boy? They have, I think it's like 55,000, like 5 times the amount of students. So if we were to fill a stadium with just students, that would have to be a small stadium.
Right. But here's the deal.
And here's what I'm going to say though. It doesn't matter where it is. What really matters is us winning, us, dominating like we used to, having more night games because everyone wants to see Miami play, and the stadium will fill. It's like the Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come.
If you win, they're going to come.
They will come.
I mean, it's plain and simple. Virginia Tech.
Yeah. And I'm not saying I don't want to see
2017.
I don't want to see. It's not that I don't want to see the stadium. I think it would be pretty cool to have a stadium. But I just think that it's not like the easy solution of like, oh, we build it and then every game's going to sell out. I just don't think that that's, and obviously too, the thing that we should say is like, I don't live in Miami, so I don't know the effect of like, if you move the stadium, how many people are going to realistically drive to where the new stadium is? How many people live closer to where Hard Rock is? Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
right.
That's the whole thing.
Rudy had, I'm going to say this real quick, but Rudy had a good point last night about that stadium part. He said, not only people from Coral Gables go to the game, people from South Florida go to the game. People from all over the world, all over the nation, all over the world, they go to the games. When we played Virginia Tech and then we played Notre Dame, when we win, that place is rocking.
Yeah.
That place hasn't been that loud since Bandy had that pick 6 against Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I mean, that's loud. When we win, it's going to fill. Even the Orange Bowl, when we were playing there, it wasn't sold out every game. Big games, it was packed. But not every game was sold out. You know what I mean? It just wasn't. I mean, it's Miami. If you're not winning, look at the Heat. The Heat got all these champions. When they start losing, it doesn't fill up anymore. You know what I'm saying? When they start winning, it's going to fill up.
That's what happens when you're in a big market too. Mm-hmm. You can't really compare yourself to another school like, where, Nebraska or, these other schools where there's no professional teams.
Right.
There's not much to do but look at corn. you know,
Oh my god, that's funny.
it's all about performance, right? Like
Mhm.
if you play well, they'll show up. It's the same thing. Like, I mean, it's the same thing with any professional team that plays in a major city, right?
Number one, Kane, you got a point here, and this is what I was trying to say, and this is my point. Okay, if you're going to invest the money in an on-campus stadium, leave the shit at Hard Rock. Take that money you were going to do all this development shit with, put it into facilities. You know what I'm saying? Put better dorms, better this, better that. You don't have to build a stadium to make the football team or anything better. Invest in the facilities with all that money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hard Rock is a good venue. A lot of these guys, they're not going to make it to the NFL. This is their only chance to play on an NFL type stadium, unless we play Pitt, because Pitt, they don't have an on-campus stadium either. But you know what I'm saying? It's we win, we'll show up and invest in like buses or something like that. You're right, for the students or you know, for the facilities. I mean, that money could be, in my opinion, that money could be spent better than just on a campus stadium.
Yeah.
So, Sigmund, about this question, when will we know
Here's the
about the
thing.
offensive coordinator in DC? They're like,
I
Derek
haven't
Mason?
heard
Go ahead.
that much about the only thing I heard about offensive coordinator. I remember the whole Joe Brady thing. That obviously, like, nothing really formulated from that, I don't think.
From what I understand is he wants to stay in the NFL. Doesn't want to go back to college.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, there was
Oh,
smoke,
sorry.
but then, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Nothing really came about from that. The DC thing, I saw Derek Mason was named. And then also Chris Partridge. Those were two names that were kind of like floated out there. Derek Mason from Auburn. I think he's relatively young. I can't remember. But he's been with Auburn. He was a head coach for a while as well. I think that's a name that kind of a lot of people like. He's getting paid a good amount to be a DC at Auburn. He's getting paid, I think, like over $1 million.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if Miami's serious about it, they're going to have to throw some money down for that.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's the other thing too that we haven't talked about with recruiting. He's done, like, Mario has done this all without an offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator.
Because I feel, this is just my feeling from watching, reading Twitter, Facebook, our groups that we're in and everything, is that he might already have these guys picked out, but they could be coaching in the bowl game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel that once the bowl season's over,
and so you think that the recruits kind of know who's like.
I think he may have told them
that
this is who I'm going after, or you know, something
he's
like
probably,
that.
Yeah.
I can't confirm or deny that, but I mean,
it's just a feeling you have. Yeah.
My feeling is he's already told him who's coming or who he's looking at, and then I'm sure because Mario did not want to talk to anybody until after the Pac-12 championship.
Yeah.
So if he didn't want to do it, you know, he's not going to start bugging other coaches. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not Mario.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I feel that after now it could be next week's bowl game, and then all of a sudden that coach is done with the game. And all of a sudden we got to hire.
By the way,
I don't know.
We haven't even talked about the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
I'm still debating on that. Man.
Wait, did they come out with merch for Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl?
Oh, I think they had merch last time we went.
Well, they had it for the cheese shit bowl. I wanted a hoodie so bad. Now, if they have a Tony if you're telling me I can have a Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl shirt and also a whatchamacallit, a cheese shit shirt too from the cheese shit bowl, I'm about it.
Oh, low 52, number one Kane says.
Oh, I thought he was like in his low 40s.
Hey, shut up. Okay. He's still young. He's 1 year older than me. Shut the hell up.
No, he's old as shit.
Thanks for that, number one Kane. I appreciate it. And Sigmund, yeah, thanks for that too. He was a DC at Stanford.
Ah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Stanford, I remember I went to, sorry, not to get off topic, but I haven't talked to you in forever. So
I know it's fun. I mean,
I went to the bowl game when the Rose Bowl when Christian McCaffrey was still on Stanford, and they played Iowa. and dude went off. He had like a kick return touchdown. He had a receiving touchdown for like long. It was like a long, like 75-yard receiving touchdown, and he had a
Oh, no
rushing
shit.
one. Yeah, he had
Okay.
like fucking 600 all-purpose yards or something.
That's a lot.
But yeah, man, that was a legit game. But anyways, if you guys know if there's any Tony the Tiger merch, Sun Bowl merch, let me know. I just looked at the website and it looks like it was built by a high schooler. This is wow. If you haven't yet, check out the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl website.
I will.
It is
Just responding
definitely.
to a Twitter guy real quick. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
I'm going to post the link. I'm going to tweet the link out for the show. And then I want to get into the some of the 22 to the U guys. If you got nothing else you want to talk about right now.
I want to talk about basketball.
Go ahead.
So, Canes Hoops. I'm gonna make this quick. 8-3. They play Stetson on Monday. I think it was kind of surprising that they're 8-3. I think that they have some quality losses too. If basketball's a little different. They lost to UCF, who's like, I mean, they're decent, but Dayton. They lost to Dayton, who was a team that coming into that game they were 1-3. But ever since playing Miami, they won like their last 6 out of 7, including a win over Kansas, like at the buzzer, which was a really good game. And they beat Virginia Tech, who's one of the better ACC teams as well.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. The ACC is having a super down year. Duke is the only team in the top 25. I think UNC's right on the border. There's no obviously like 26, 27 ranking, but like out of the next like 3 or 4 teams that are off the top 25, UNC is one of them. ACC is wide open this year. Virginia Tech, I just talked about them, is 7-4. Virginia is 6-4, so down year for them. Syracuse 5-5. FSU 6-4. And then Louisville 7-3, kind of those teams that I highlighted that I thought, we would compete with to, maybe make the tourney. So obviously they've only had one ACC conference game, but I mean, I think that this team, based on how the ACC looks, they have a really good shot to make the tournament, as long as, injuries aren't a problem again. You never know. And I like their chances, man. They've been playing pretty well too.
Yeah.
So
I haven't been watching any of the basketball game, but I have been listening to your Brick City podcast, by the way. If you guys have not checked that out, Brick City podcast, it's all about NCAA basketball. You and your boy are very knowledgeable. You guys had some great guests on there from the SEC, the Big Ten, the Pac-12.
We had my buddy Tyrone Johnson, who played at Purdue, played for some really good teams. And then we're actually going to have Dave on. Well, I'm going to try to get Dave on Reed on and that's what I forgot. Props to Dave on Reed. Dave on Reed, man, like he got a 10-day with the Nuggets. He actually started a few of the games. And when he was in playing that like 10-game span, he was actually like top 30 in defensive efficiency. So, he was playing pretty solid. So, definitely a guy that could make, NBA roster, hopefully. And I think he could get called up again soon.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. But yeah, we have a lot of players that this is their first year together. I don't know if that's about basketball, but
no, sorry. I've got a lot of Twitter DMs going on right now. People are
really?
Yeah, happy that we're back. And
oh, damn.
Yeah, man.
I didn't think people listened to us.
I didn't either. They're like, hey, man, are you guys not posting on Apple anymore? I'm like, no, man, sorry. Just had a little hiatus, but bro, we are back. Look, oh, man. My man, Greg.
Oh,
it's been
Greg.
a long time, my brother. It has been a long time. I appreciate you. Been going through some stuff. You catch the show, you rewatch Squad, you catch it. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, we're back. We're going to be better than ever. That's all it is.
Yeah.
We have a lot of players that this is their first year together. True.
I think I don't know if he's talking about basketball or if he's talking about.
I think he's talking about basketball.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, there's some guys that they've kind of just been injured. Sam Wardenberg was out for the year. Rodney Miller missed a lot of time. Oh, brother Jay Blaze.
That's my
What's
man
up?
right there. That's my man right there. This
My
dude, I
guy.
love this dude right here. I'm not gonna lie, that's my
Oh yeah,
man.
let me just address this really quick.
Go ahead.
The thing that I think too that people don't realize, well, I don't want to say don't realize, is basketball is such a game that's predicated on team chemistry and fitting pieces together. And if you have, all the best players in the country, like it doesn't mean you're going to be the best team. Look at Kentucky last year, didn't play too well. Texas this year, they got all these guys that transferred in from, they're the top conference scorers from the Pac-12 and wherever, Miami lost some guys. They lost Earl
Mhm.
Timberlake. They lost some other guys, Elijah Loney, Nasheer Brooks. Not to say that these guys didn't fit well, but maybe, the guys that are playing currently just fit better together. I think that the offenses that Coach L runs is a lot more about what's the word? More. It's not. There's no offensive sets, so
Mhm.
you kind of have to know what your teammate is going to do. And there's no way of knowing that if you haven't had experience playing with them, if you get what I mean.
Yep.
So that's kind of the biggest thing. And, obviously a lot of injuries. I'm just kind of rambling now, but I could talk
No,
about
that's right. But
basketball all the time.
because we had some of the former players break it down for us, how it works, how Coach L offense works. So I have a better understanding how it works. You already knew how it works, but I have a totally understanding.
Well,
It's not like a regular set offense. I mean,
it's
you
more of a
you
pro
move the
style
ball,
offense. It's more of a
correct.
pro style offense of
You take what
like,
they give you.
you take what they give you. You read and react. But yeah, let's get back into this because the chat is going ham right now.
Oregon wide receiver coach McClendon is coming. Is that confirmed, brother Jay Blaze? Oh, here's one for you.
Yeah. Do you think they replace Coach L? So this is very hypothetical. Let's say Coach L had the type of season he had the past couple years with Dan Radakovich coming in. I think he would get replaced. I have names too of guys that there's one guy that I really like. I really like the Houston head coach, Kelvin Sampson, but that's for another day. I think if he can make the tourney this year or get close, I think he stays as head coach. The reason being too, you look at what he's doing with recruiting. He put together a top 25 recruiting class last season. This season it's a top 25 class as well. If he can keep that up, I don't see how they can, realistically do something unless, this season starts going down. But if they have a bounce back season, then I don't think he's going to get fired.
If they keep improving, I don't see how you can get rid of him, especially with another big class coming in. Because we know last year and the year before injuries killed him.
Yeah.
So far, knocking on wood, hasn't been any major injuries so far. So if that can stay, and these guys, they're right. They haven't really played much together, so they haven't really had a chance to gel. So if they're the same at the beginning as they are at the end, then that's a problem. He's going to have to go. If they are better than they were at the end than they were at the beginning, then that's a good thing, right?
Yeah. Well, and some of these guys too, there's a couple young pieces that haven't really played together, but some of these guys have played together for a while. Isaiah Wong's been there a couple years. Same with Cam McGusty, Rodney Miller, Sam Wardenberg. He was out last year, but he's been there for a while. So they do have some veteran guys as well to mix in with these young guys that are kind of up and coming, So, but yeah, anyways, what do you want to do now?
I want to get some opinion on some of these guys that we got going on right here.
We should ask the chat. That's what we should do here.
I
got a first one. Who was out of everyone that's signed, who was the let's start with who was the must get. Who was the must get
in this
in
class?
your guys' eyes? Yeah, who, and I'll ask you too. Who was the must get? I think I already know your answer, but
Wesley Besant.
yeah, I would agree with that too. Did you see Mario too talking about him? Like just gushing about him? Like yeah. I think he
Now,
knows.
don't get me wrong. Nigel is a top guy. Jalil's a top guy. Jaren, Kamari, Chris, Jakuri, all those guys. But we don't have.
I'm getting a lot of Wesleys so far.
Right. We don't have elite linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
We have top 100, top 300, top 200, all across the board except for linebackers. So, my opinion, is Wesley Besant. Now, I mean, you can't go wrong with any of the other guys. That just backs up stack on stack on stack on stack. You know what I'm saying? But to me, Wesley was the big one, and I see that a lot of the guys in the chat, same thing.
Yeah, they're going with Wesley as well.
Mm-hmm.
So the other one. Okay, let me ask you another one. Who do you think has the highest ceiling out of this class? And this is for the chat as well.
That's hard to tell without watching anybody take a snap in college football. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Jaleel Skinner, I mean, that dude is a beast, man. I mean, he's a tight end. We're tight end U. We have well, I know what's his name is moving on. Oh my God, I can't remember his name. The tight end.
What are you talking about?
The tight end we have on our roster.
No, he's staying.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah. Will Mallory? No, he already announced
Will
he's
Mallory
coming back.
Oh, okay. And okay, so we got Sigmund says Wesley and Kelly. Greg Bush says Kelly, and brothers Jay Blaze says Ja'Cory Brown. Oh, nice.
Ja'Cory.
Yeah. I just think that this guy right here is a tight end. Probably could be. He has the potential to me from watching some stuff, talking with some other people. He could probably be better than Brevin Jordan.
Yeah,
I think he'll be better than Brevin Jordan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brevin Jordan too. Talk about like, I mean, he kind of dealt with some injuries too during his time here. Never really could put together like a full season. Amazing player though, when he was on the field.
Absolutely.
I agree with what Sigmund said as well too. We didn't really have any, dominant pass rusher, so Nigel Leak was a big get, and I wouldn't be surprised if they add someone else too, whether that be like Cyrus Moss. I know we already got the transfer from USC.
Right.
I don't think he's at the,
We, with this new staff coming in, I think we're going to see some people that were playing in positions last year that they probably going to be playing some different positions this year. You know what I mean? Because I don't think that Manny and the guys, especially with Greg Tober, I don't think their evaluations were as good as this staff's going to be. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Especially with all the they're supposed to have all these analysis, like Bama, they got like 22,000 analysis to help out. So if we can get this elite staff the way it's supposed to be and the way it's shaping up to be, I think we're going to see a lot. Some of these guys that were maybe not elite pass rushers last year, probably going to end up being elite pass rushers this year. And then we got Juicy, man. Juicy. I'm interested. Juicy, our new strength and conditioning coach. Have you not seen any of his videos?
I was like, what are you talking about? Dude,
yeah.
That honestly, probably the best mustache I've ever seen in my life. Honestly. I will
He should be called Mario.
Dude, his mustache, like the full on, is bigger than my biceps, dude. That thing is like defined.
So Greg Bush says Brown, if he can get his mid-range accuracy under control, I hear he's great with deep ball, but he's a little inaccurate in the mid and short range passes. Now, yeah, right. I'm willing. Now I want to see who is going to be our quarterback coach too. So I mean, that's all
Cornerback
going to
or
depend.
quarterback? Sorry, quarterback.
QB coach.
QB coach.
Yeah,
Okay,
QB
gotcha.
coach. Because that's going to help out too.
I heard they're gonna bring back John Richt. Sorry, that was
No,
even
but
funny.
I don't know how big the smoke is for Ken Dorsey, but I wouldn't be opposed
come
to
on.
that.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, I don't know about
Now,
that.
number one, Kane, I don't know. You say you agree that James may change from safety. I don't know because he was very, very adamant. That's what he wants to play. So unless they can convince him something different, I think he's going to stay at
Mario
safety.
Cristobal can be someone that definitely like.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed for him to put his hand in the dirt, come off the edge. I mean, he's got the body, he's built. I mean,
This is what I've heard. Sigmund just asked if we're running 3-4-4-3. Man, the chat is live today too.
I love it.
Shout out to you guys. They missed us. I heard.
I miss them.
Yeah. It's hard to even say like what we're gonna run. There's no defensive coordinator that we know, so we don't even have any basis to, kind of say this with. Based on the moves and like what people have been saying, I think it's gonna be. I think it could be both. I think that they might, line up in a 3-4 or a 4-3.
Yeah, I think it's going to depend on situational.
I'm just gonna believe in the system. I believe in Mario, and we got to make that a hashtag.
I believe in Mario. Yeah.
Also, too, I wanted to talk about Chris Graves too, man. The kid is like 16, right? Like not 16, but like the dude is like young, has the intangibles. Are you going up to him?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. And honestly, like I was worried about keeping him as part of the class, but I think he has a lot of, I agree with what he said. That's something we talked about earlier.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Yeah, I believe that exactly is true.
But he's got a lot of potential, is what I was going to say, Chris Graves. And I'm really interested, both him and Kamari Rogers, just seeing their development too. We haven't had cornerback prospects like this in a long time. So, yeah.
I'm excited about him too. Because, man, I mean, we got James Williams, Chris Graves on one side. I don't know how true this is, but I heard through the grapevine that Stevenson might be coming back.
Yeah, that's what people are saying. Well, he's
comes back. Go ahead.
He's really debating about it because of Mario and
where he's ranked at in the NFL. I heard somewhere that he's like ranked 6th rounder. So I mean,
and you have to think like with everything coming back that he would have a good chance of definitely improving that if he played one more year.
Absolutely.
We need we need linebackers to do that. We don't have any, man.
Got one.
I really am interested though to see Chase Smith's development because he really kind of shined for me. So I'm interested in seeing him along with Wesley, when he gets on campus and stuff. I think linebacker will be, I don't want to say it's not going to be as much of a weakness next year, or at least I hope not, as it was,
now I understand Graves is going to be a freshman. I get it. But if Stevenson comes back, we got Graves, we got Kitchens, we got Williams, bro. Now with Wesley, and if we can if we can land a nice LB out of the portal, or two, probably gonna need two LBs out of the portal.
Yeah, I think maybe two.
Yeah,
I think even
I already know
if we don't get another defensive end recruit too, we definitely need a either a defensive tackle or defensive end from the. I would say defensive end from the portal too.
They are working on the offensive line. Have you seen all the offers that they got going out there, man? Ooh. Yeah. They got some offers to some big guys, some big time offensive linemen.
Yeah.
Man, yes, sir. Absolutely. I would love to have Justin Flo from the portal. Hell yeah.
It's Flo time, man. Absolutely. Dude, he's gonna get an NIL deal with Flo, man, with Miami Flo.
That's right, Miami Flo and him. That's it. Let's do it.
Dope. But yeah, I mean,
this now we went from not having a good class to possibly having a shitty class to having a great class. And I wish I could find it, but
It's
somebody
the
posted
quality
that
too. Yeah, no, it's
right. Our
we were
quality.
we were
Go
number
ahead.
5. When you look at average, was it number 5 or 7? It was either one of those two.
I think it was 7.
But we moved up past like 2 other teams. It was average ranking for recruit. The
We're
Jaleel
right in
Skinner
there. Right. We're right in there
signing
with
moved us up.
Alabama, Ohio State. We're right in there with all those guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I know how to find it. I know exactly how to find it. Because Roman, let me find it. Because he posted it.
Yeah, and Sigmund says the Banks guy, the cornerback from Alabama.
Oh, gotcha. Let's see. Go ahead and keep rambling while I try to find this.
Brother Jay Blaze. Oh, I can't post comments. Wow, you dick.
You can't? Why? I didn't do anything.
You won't let me. Yeah, it's all your fault. Mario will have a much bigger staff that Manny had.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, he's gonna have a bigger budget too, man.
Yeah, they already said that we're going to be we're going to be paying more for our staff than the highest paid staff in the ACC.
Yeah, I forgot where I had heard it from. There was a I don't know if he was he might have been a defensive tackle, from Oregon that entered the portal that that Mario might have reached out to. I cannot remember his name though for the life of me. He's like a huge dude. He's like 6. I don't know his exact height, but he's like freaking ginormous. Yes, from Alabama. That's who I'm thinking. Sigmund, give me the name, man. I forgot.
Damn it, where is this? Let's see.
I'm trying to remember his name, man. It's killing me. Oh. Okay, let me ask you guys though. While Caniacs is figuring out his life.
Fuck you. Here, we can go ahead and do this back to this then for now.
Who is the next guy that you guys, Jason Jones? Oh yeah, I think that is it. If I see the face, I'll remember because I looked him up and then. Oh yeah. That's the guy. Yeah, 6'7", 320, dude. He's a big fucking boy, dude. Yeah, that dude. I don't even remember where I was going with this, man. You guys need to help me sooner. God. Oh, so who's the next? Who's the top of your guys' wish list? Out of all the recruits that maybe push their recruitment back, anyone we're going after, who's the top of your list? I want to know that. Is it Shamar?
So we got one Stewart.
Okay. Is it Cyrus Moss? Kevin Coleman? Because I think he's the realistic next one, but
damn, where is this? I want to get this damn stat because we went from being out of everything to we're right up there with the big boys now as far as the blue chip ratio now. Anyways, it's all good.
Yeah,
I think everybody's seen that.
Yeah, probably.
Jason Jones could free up Leonard Taylor. Yeah.
Moss is our next big grab.
I like this one here. I wouldn't mind.
Moss.
Let's do all 3 of those.
I know, why not? Why not?
Yeah, Coleman, isn't he a 5-star? He's a 5-star, isn't he?
I think so. I think it depends.
That's wide receiver.
There's all the different recruiting. Oh, you can share video, right?
Yeah, I can share video.
Okay, I got one thing to show before we end. It's not Canes related at all.
Oh, I'm not ready to get off, by the way. I'm having a great time.
Oh, okay. Well, I got to get off soon.
Well, you can get off. I'll stay with the boys.
Okay.
I'll get somebody to come out here and co-host with me. What the hell?
Yeah. Can I show you something?
Yeah.
If I send you a YouTube video, can you post it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or just tell me where it is. I'll look it up.
No. You got to
Stewart. Yeah, I can see that. That's for sure.
Okay. How do I post this to you? Can I do it in the private chat? Oh yeah.
Yeah, just do that. Let me see if I can grab it.
There you go. This is not Canes related at all. I just want you to post this.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get past the. Let me get past the commercials first.
Coleman would be a big one.
Okay. Let's see. Share screen.
I know we're talking Canes and we're back to this. Have you guys seen this kid? Look at this dude. Freshman in college.
And
look at this dude.
missed
Wait,
the
hold
shot
up.
here,
He's
but I
coming.
think
He coming. He
free throw
coming.
opportunity.
Look at him, dude.
Whoa,
7 foot,
what the hell?
360. 7 foot, 360.
That dude's
Look
7
at
foot.
him. This is a
Bro,
big
why is he
boy.
not in the post, man?
Well, it's a
He's a
sexy
big
shot,
boy.
Paul. There it
Why
Look
is
is.
at that
big boy
dude.
not in the post?
Steph Curry on the
Holy
brink
cow.
of the NBA record for career three-pointers.
Look at that
get a
dude.
team from California that wanted to come here. Like,
Ooh,
sure,
God
bring them on in.
damn.
Well,
Coleman would be a
it's
big
time
one.
to
No,
be
this is a
good,
big one.
That's right.
Getting non-contact.
He is a big one. Oh, my man fell down.
And
Oh,
the big guy
Stumbling,
Williams
tumbling.
hits the floor there.
oh, he's hurt,
Oh,
bro.
shit. Uh-oh.
That's done. That's
But
funny,
yeah.
though.
I
That
wanted
was
to show
funny.
you that. I thought it would add a smile to your face, man.
Oh, yeah, everybody's laughing and giggling. Let's go, baby.
Yeah. This is a very informal show.
Absolutely. It seems to work better that way when we're all informal.
Yeah, I like it better. I just we're never gonna be the guys that are like analytical and shit.
You think he's already silent and he's just going to announce it at the
Well,
game,
he's a
right?
silent commit to someone. So I mean,
Right.
I just don't know because USC was pushing, man, and USC they got all the hype in the world right now too. Maybe I'll reach out to my USC connect.
There you
I
go.
didn't even think of that.
That's all right.
I'll reach out to him.
Yeah.
I'll text him and see if he knows anything.
Josh Connerly. Ooh, so is Coleman. So Coleman's a silent commit. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, I think he's gonna end up at Miami. I really do.
I would hope so.
I know that there
dude-
was something saying that because he's still looking at Oregon. I think because we might hire their wide receivers coach, right? Mario wanted
Oh no,
to bring him.
it's already
but-
been done. Jay Blaze said it's already confirmed.
Well, it's not official though.
Apparently, he said it was.
No,
I
because
asked
he's
him.
coaching the bowl game.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, he's coaching the bowl game
okay.
for
I
Oregon.
gotcha.
So, because there's smoke that the new, I think it's the new OC. This is totally off the top of my head. The new OC that they got from Florida State, Kenny Dillingham, wanted to keep him as the wide receiver coach, or keep him in some sort of role. So there's uncertainty with that. So I don't know that I heard a couple days ago. I don't know if that's still the case, but I don't know. We'll see. But I think Coleman is probably the number one, most likely, if that makes sense.
That's going to be a big time. And you talk about putting our blue chip ratio about 58-60%. Land Coleman. Yeah, it'll get us up there.
Yeah.
Brother Jay Blaze says 100% UM. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And then we didn't even talk about this yet, man. So obviously things change. We're not going to be doing Tuesday nights anymore. Probably Friday nights. For now at least. That might be subject to change as well. We're thinking either Thursday, Friday. Somewhere around this time. I'm honestly down with doing later. If you're down, we can figure it out off camera. They don't have to hear this.
Right. Well, I mean, they can hear it. They're going to see it. I mean, they're going to want to know. But I mean, I'm getting a new job. I'm going to be working Sunday through Wednesday. It's 10-hour days, so I can't do Tuesdays anymore. If we do Tuesdays, it's going to be super late.
Yeah.
So we'll just do it on Fridays, and then if it keeps going like this on Fridays, we'll stick on Fridays unless something changes. I mean,
yeah.
it
works for me. It works for me now because my fiance. I keep saying girlfriend, but my fiance, she works on Friday night, so it kind of works out.
Perfect time.
Yeah. So, but yeah. I don't know, man. You are you gonna stay on or what?
Probably not.
Okay.
I just got to say this, man, bro. I appreciate you guys. I have had some people. I posted a little video on Twitter about what's been going on a little bit. Didn't really say too much. Had some people reach out, ask me how's everything going. I really appreciate that. And all the guys showed up today. All the people, men, women, all you guys, Canes fans. We love it, man. Thank you for supporting us on just about everything we do. I can't thank you guys enough, to be honest, man. I really can't. I never thought we would grow this little family that we have. I know we don't get a lot of people right off the bat, but we do get a lot of rewatch squad folks. I mean,
Podcast numbers are solid, man, too.
Well, they dropped last month because we didn't really put one, but that's my fault. But that's going to change. But I mean, I just want to say thank you guys for all your support, man. It's just tremendous, and we love it, man. We can't thank you guys enough.
Yeah. Ditto.
With that being said, I guess we can end it. Does anybody
man.
got anything last minute thing they want to say, post, whatever? Let's hear it. Other than that, we will be back next Friday night, probably around the same time. We'll let you guys know for sure.
Caniacs, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Put me on the spot, baby.
I want you to give the people some closing words of wisdom.
Life closing words of wisdom?
Yeah, anything. Words of wisdom.
Oh, man. Just be nice to everybody, man. Here's the thing. That holidays are coming up. It's right around the corner. It's next weekend. Lines are long. People are out of school, going shopping. I don't care if you're just going to the QT or Shell Station, wherever you're going. Just have patience, man.
Be nice to retail workers, too. Those are the ones this time of year.
Right. But I mean, it's not just that, just people in general.
Yeah.
If people are going to be in a rush, everybody's in a rush. Just take a second, let somebody cut in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Hold the door open for somebody. Say thank you. Say how you doing. Just ask somebody, just how you doing. You would be surprised just by doing that, how that makes somebody's day.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't know what other people are going through, so
exactly. You never know. And one of these days I might get into some other stuff that I got going on from my past when I was a child that I just found out recently. But we can talk about that later. But anyways, just man, you just never know what people are going through. And this is a family, Canes family. I mean, I've met Canes fans like here. And I'm in Phoenix, just outside of Phoenix. I go to the golf course, man. There's Canes people all over the place. I'm throwing up to you out here as much as I was when I was in Florida. So we're everywhere, man. It's one big family. Just be kind to people, man. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing how many Canes fans are, around the country, around the world. Because we know Canes fans that live in Canada, other places as well, Ireland.
Right, yeah, exactly, yeah.
So it's just, it's crazy. So it really is a family, and there's no other fan base that is like this, like at all. So,
and be ready for this ride. This ride is going to get started in September, and I'm ready to ride this train until we make it to at least the playoffs. I'm going to say, let me ask you, what do you think?
Also, we didn't even address this. The
3
title
years will be in the playoffs.
3 years.
I say 3 years will be in the playoffs.
Okay. I'm gonna say 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 4.
Thanks, Greg. I appreciate it, brother.
We gotta explain the name of the episode. You said Gold Star, dude.
Yeah,
Mario got that star power up, dude, and he's fucking untouchable right now. Let's go, dude. Let's wrap this thing up. I want more 5 stars. I want as many stars as possible. Let's do it.
Guys, as always, we appreciate it. Just like us on just like our YouTube, subscribe, hit that like button on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram. We're here. We're not going anywhere. If you're listening on the podcast, like absolutely.
I know Caniacs is the one that mainly says this, but please leave like a review, leave us 5 stars. It's been a while since we got
1 star. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, or whatever. 1 star and tell us what we're fucking up on. We know we fuck up on a lot, but we'd appreciate it.
My man's in Washington, D.C. Let's go. Number 4. All right, guys. As always, go Canes. Love y'all.